The overall transition is a process that takes a number of years. The point at which our bodies physically change from third-dimensional dense matter to fourth-dimensional crystalline fine matter will be an instantaneous thing. Snap of the fingers, change, that's it. When most people think of the transition, they are thinking of that moment when our bodies change from 3D to 4D. But the actual change itself is a process. Earth goes through a lot of preparation, which includes the activity of the crust and the poles, which includes the activity of the mantle, which includes the change in the Schumann resonance, or the hum of the planet. That is continuing and will continue after the transition. It also does include changes in our consciousness in terms of how we think, how we approach information, kinds of things that interest us. A lot of us are finding that we're losing interest in the day-to-day grind in order to focus more on matters of spirituality and progress. We're less interested in toil and we're more interested in actual productive work rather than work for the sake of work. So yes, this is an ongoing process. The flip of our bodies from 3D to 4D is instantaneous. Whether it'll happen when we're sleeping or not, I don't know, because from what I know, it happens to the entire Earth simultaneously. So some of us will wake up 4D and some of us will be like, oh, what? Did anyone just feel that? What the heck just happened there? Okay, I want you to envision something for a moment. Imagine that you are tunneling through rock. You know at some point you're going to bust through and you're going to be into a chamber of something awesome, right? Maybe you're tunneling to a treasure chamber. Maybe you're tunneling to a paradise. I don't know. But you're tunneling through rock. The problem is you don't know exactly where that line's going to be. But you can tell by the sound of your pick on the rock that you're getting close. That's what we're at. We're not going to know we're there until we come busting through.
That's a very good analogy.
That's really the situation that we're in. Putting a date or a time on this, I am not going to do this. I'm sorry. Timelines are not appropriate. I would say in a general sense, sometime between now and 2016, but I could be wrong.
What if I've had my organs removed?
Tolek does discuss this quite extensively in his interviews. He makes it very clear that if you had organs removed, false teeth, replacement limbs, maybe you've got a titanium plate at the base of your skull, you'll be returned to factory default, so to speak. You won't need to worry about those things. They'll be gone in an instant, and your body will be once again perfect in an instant.
Yeah, that's a frequently asked question of me. I hear a lot of people saying, when we come back, are we going to come back as like a reborn infant? Are we going to be in our infancy? Or are we going to come back as just a young adult or back at the same age that we are now?
You'll be an adult. You'll be, if you're like me, who has been physically disabled for most of her life, you won't come back you won't have those disabilities. You will be like the ideal version of yourself at about 30 years old in peak physical condition and mental condition. Or if you were younger than that, you'll still be an ideal version of that. Okay, a few things on appearance, and this is a good subject because I also got an email from somebody asking about appearance. I think you will by default appear to be mid-20s to 30s, though you can, if you were older than that, you can make yourself look older if that's your choice. You're not going to be able to pick and choose parts. You'll be able to look like what you looked like in the past or look like an idealized version of yourself, but you're not going to be able to go through, like, say, a list of celebrities and say, I want this guy's crooked teeth and that guy's nose and this one's eyebrows and her flowing hair and all of that. It's not going to be a pick and choose grab bag.
I've been hearing some strange information lately about gender changing in higher dimensions, or rather the idea that, say, a male could give himself physical aspects that a female would have, and vice versa. Is this common, and would it fall under shape-shifting?
It depends on whether or not it would be permanent. I do not know how common that is. Hopefully one of the girls has got a better answer.
I don't know how common it is. If you've had more than one life and you've been the other gender, you can change your body to be according to those other lifetimes. If you are a natural shapeshifter and that shapeshiftability includes gender shifting, which it doesn't always, you'll be able to do that. If you feel that you were born into the wrong gender as a 3D physical person, and this does happen, it's I wouldn't say super common, but between 1% and 3% of the population have this happening, and it is not a matter of mental illness or being crazy or being wrong, nor is it a matter of sexual orientation. If you are a transgendered individual, you will have the ability to become the gender that you prefer or the sex you prefer. You won't be weightless. You'll still have some mass. You'll still be made up of matter. Matter itself will be made up differently from what it is now. It will have a different density. You will still be able to touch, to feel, to enjoy the grass, to enjoy the sun, to pick up a child, to enjoy the embrace of a loved one, to enjoy making love. All of those things will still be present. You'll also need less sleep, which means that in an average 24-hour period, most people need about 2 hours of shut-eye. Think of all that time that you could do whatever you want with. Lots of fun.
Okay.
And yes, brains work quicker. People tend to be, I won't say smarter, but the brain has a lot greater capacity for faster learning and understanding concepts more easily.
My daughter wants